Good morning. My name is Doyle, and I practice vulnerability by playing healing songs, playing and singing healing songs, and doing my best to match them at the depth that they were meant to be expressed at. And I record myself doing it, and then I post the video. And so I also talk about like a little bit, I tell a little bit of a story before the song. And this morning I found out that I don't practice enough. And so the song that is perfect for today has not been practiced very much at all. And so I had to ask myself, do I sing it? Because I know it's the right song for today, but I haven't practiced it in like a long time. And I started practicing last night, and then I practiced again this morning, but like that's, I'm like I don't feel connected to the song yet, even though this is the song for this morning. So then I thought, you know what? It's not all going to be perfect. I'm either going to, show up for what I know I'm supposed to do and do it imperfectly, or I'm just not going to show up because I can't show up perfectly. And I decided to just show up imperfectly instead. Or not instead, but like I just decide, my choice was, okay, I'm going to show up and do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm also going to start practicing more so this kind of stuff doesn't keep stressing me out. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm just going to replay songs that I can play better. On mornings where I'm, it's more flexible about what the song could be, I'll just replay a song, and it will be different every time. And who says I can't replay my songs? So this morning's song is called No Saint. And the reason why I know it's right for this morning is that there is such a stark contrast happening right now, and it's only going to get starker. Between light and dark. And I have to remind myself that I am both. I'm not all light. I'm incarnated. I am being human. I have dark in me. I am no saint. So when we see this darkness unfolding on our path, in our world, in ways that we did not see coming, or we couldn't have imagined, or we didn't believe, or whatever it was, that it helps us feel blindsided this morning. You guys, I just lost my train of thought again. I was talking about when we see the darkness show up so starkly. When we feel blindsided by the darkness because we didn't see it coming, or we never believed it would. We can look at it we can recognize that we are that too. When we see ourselves in the other, everything changes. You see the world differently. And you start to choose your light. And you start to not prefer darkness. You start preferring the light, even though you acknowledge the darkness is right there. Sometimes you want it. You're human. Sometimes we want to sample the darkness. Isn't that why we came? That's why we're here, to experience the polarity. But playing with darkness there's only so much of that you can do before you actually, are choosing that as a life path. So anyway, we all have darkness and light within us. Some people follow the darkness a little deeper than we're comfortable with. But can we see ourselves in the other? Can we know that we are capable of the same? And can we be grateful that we found a reason to choose light? All right, let's see how we do with this song. I have a hoarse voice because I was angry this morning. Because I wasn't able to protect someone I loved from dying. And I was angry about that. And then I got angry because, well, who's to say I could protect anything else that I love from being destroyed or just taken away? And the answer was, I can't. As part of the rules here. Anyway, I haven't figured that one fully out yet. I'm still a little bit angry over it. But here, this is the song. That was a little off topic. Not sure how that happened. Oh, my voice. It's hoarse. Yeah. All right, ready? To have no conscience at all, to smile when you see tears, to rise when others fall, to gain when others lose, to disregard and choose. I am no saint, but my blood is red, and I know that we belong to the human race. How can one of us take enjoyment in
Tell me how it feels to be living with yourself, coming from that place. For as wretched as I think you are, I am no saint. How does it feel to have no concept of love, to lack courage to heal, to have innocence round, to lash out in defense, to have no point of reference? How does it feel without true recompense? I am no saint, but my blood is red, and I know that we belong to the human race. How can one of us take enjoyment in seeing pain in another one's face? Tell me how it feels to be living with yourself, coming from that place. For as wretched as I think you are, I am no saint. Mirror, mirror on the wall, show me who I am, for I can see inside of me reflections of that man. Mirror, mirror, rescue me and tell me it's all false, that my psychotic logic doesn't come with any cost. Well, I am no saint, but my blood is red, and I know that we belong to the human race. How can one of us take enjoyment in seeing pain in another one's face? Tell me how it feels to be living with yourself, coming from that place. For as wretched as I think you are, I am no saint, but my blood is red, and I know that we belong to the human race. How can one of us take enjoyment in seeing pain in another one's face? I know how it feels to be living with myself, coming from that place. For as wretched as I think you are, well, I am no saint.